Hey there, thanks for checking out this video. My name is Vashti and today I want to share with you the number one best activity to do with your toddlers. I'm a mom of 3 littles, ages 3, 2, and 10 months old, and since I had my first child, this has been the best and cheapest activity that requires no skills, and the hardest part is just simply getting myself and my children out the door. So if you're struggling with overwhelm, stress, anxiety, depression, mom guilt, and all the yucky feelings that parenthood can bring, I hope this video will be a source of motivation and encouragement for you, because not only is this an important thing to be doing for your child, this is an amazing activity to do for yourself as well. And I will tell you why. So with that being said, let's jump right in. The number one best activity I'm going to share with you today that I like to do with my kids is take them out for a daily walk. I know you have probably heard this a dozen million times, but if I have to choose one thing to do with my kids out of all the activities that are out there, by far this is it. You'll soon realize that being outside of those 4 walls gives you a natural classroom full of learning all on its own. We live in a small city outside of a much bigger city in Alberta, so we have the opportunity to explore different terrains and environments. All are beneficial and healthy for your child to experience, and the best learning takes place no matter where you decide to walk, as there is a limitless amount of education that takes place no matter where you are. My kids learn so much just by walking around our neighborhood, and here is why. Nature can be found just outside any door. We've analyzed so many bugs, flowers, birds, and other animals like jackrabbits on our walks. There is an endless amount of nature that we come across just outside our home. So much conversation takes place, and the fascination and wonder you see in your child when they are looking at this stuff is honestly one of the most beautiful things you as a parent can see. Activating those 5 senses. The simple act of getting your child out the door is already stimulating and entertaining enough for them, as it starts activating those 5 senses almost immediately. And that is an activity all on its own. That's why once you get your kids out the door, you as a parent don't need to do much. You can basically just let them wander and explore and watch them take it all in. The amazing thing about taking your kids for walks is the endless opportunities to learn something new. I could go on and on about all the things my kids learn when we are out and about, checking out new pathways, trails, and parks. For example, the other day, our adventure took us down a newly developed sidewalk in our neighborhood. And since my oldest has been really interested in construction books lately, I thought I'd show him the framers hard at work building houses. He got to witness houses still in frames being built, framers hammering and putting walls together, and construction trucks like bobcats and excavators driving around. He loved it, and it opened up a whole new dialogue of conversation. Another awesome example was when we came across a caterpillar crossing the sidewalk. Well, when we got home, we spent the next 20 minutes watching videos on the steps it takes for caterpillars to turn into butterflies. It was a learning experience even for me. Because we live in a more developed area where there are lots of vehicles, roads, streetlights, and stop signs, it gives us an amazing opportunity to teach our kids about safety and following the rules. Every time we go out, I am constantly repeating myself over and over while in conversation on the importance of sticking together, waiting to cross the road, looking both ways to see if a car is coming. I think it's important for your child to understand the why behind having to follow all these rules. And I'm starting to see the fruit of these consistent conversations being had with my 3-year-old. Now that he is riding a pedalless bike, he does get ahead of us while we are walking, but he does stop when he gets to the end of the sidewalk, and he does patiently wait for us to catch up so we can all cross the road together. I know through conversation and asking him lots of questions about road safety, he is understanding it. So as they get older, the less I need to worry, as long as I am constantly having those conversations and reminding them. This is also an opportunity to teach your kids what way is right and what way is left, as well as how we need to stay to the right side when passing other people, which leads me into teaching our children about sidewalk etiquette. Because we live in a busy neighborhood, I try and teach my kids to be mindful of other people around them. We pass lots of other walkers, runners, bikers, and rollerbladers on our daily adventures, so I am slowly teaching them how to move out of the way and let people pass us. This one will still take some time, but I think it's a great way to teach my kids how to be aware of their surroundings and to have respect for others. Social skills. Getting your kids out for that walk helps you meet and get to know new people. It's a great way to connect to your local community and helps get everyone out of their comfort zones, even if it's just a little bit. I do my best to teach my kids to be friendly and kind, making eye contact with others, smiling, waving, saying hi to them when we pass. Your child is watching your every move, and they are going to mimic how you do things, how you talk, how you associate with other people. And as someone who struggles with social anxiety, that is one of the driving factors for me now when we are out. I believe it does help promote confident kids and teaches them good leadership and social skills. So this is a great place to start building that skill. Going for walks lets your child eventually take charge of their own adventure. When we set boundaries and you are showing your child that you trust them as long as they are working with you in the confines of those boundaries, they get to reap the good consequences of working together and abiding by the rules. This allows your child to feel like a valued and contributing member to the family and helps foster that independence and leadership. Walking is a great exercise for kids. In my opinion, it's the best kind of exercise for them when they are still so little. Not only does it strengthen their bodies, such as bones, muscles, core, heart, and lungs, it aids in strengthening their posture and their balance. My daughter was nearly 2 when she finally started walking, so daily walks have been a great way for her to become more steady on her feet and gain strength in her legs and coordination. The look of pride and accomplishment she has while she walks has been such a delight to finally see, and because of consistent walking, she is starting to have the confidence to run around and play with the other kids. This one is my favorite because walking gives us a chance to slow down and be calm, not only for your children, but for us parents as well. It takes us away from the never-ending to-do lists and overwhelm. It reduces stress levels and overstimulation in both adults and children. And in my experience, it just helps the day feel much more manageable. Walking with your kids and spending that quality time just being in the moment with them seems to improve everyone's overall mood. When I'm struggling with fatigue, anxiety, and bouts of depression, I know getting out and walking will give me that brain and energy boost that I need to get through the rest of the day. When we consistently expose ourselves to the outdoors, it develops a closer relationship to the natural world and gives us an appreciation for nature. And that does something wonderful for our brains. And in an overuse of technology generation, that is priceless, and why I'm so passionate about getting my kids outside. So if you're struggling to get out the door today, I hope this video inspired you to take that leap of faith, take those kids on that walk, and enjoy all the amazing benefits that walking has to offer. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!